In this ArcMap demonstration, we're going to show how to calculate geometry for features in different layers. To start with, I'm going to go to the point layer here, and in the point layer, we are going to determine the easting and northing for those points. So I'm going to open the attribute table, and you'll see that currently in the attribute table, there is the easting and northings are not calculated. So I'm going to right mouse click on the easting. I'm going to go to calculate geometry. It's just telling me that I'm not in an edit session. I won't be able to undo this if I want. I can always recalculate it. So you can turn editing on before you do this, and then you can always do an undo, but I'm not going to worry about it. So I'll just select yes here, and ask me if I want to determine the x-coordinate. The x-coordinate is the horizontal, which is the easting. It's going to use NAD 1983, and it's going to give it to me in meters, which is what I want. So I'm just going to click OK, and it does the calculation for me. Then I'm going to do the same thing for northing. Go to calculate geometry, say yes, and this time I'm going to pick the y-coordinate because that's the vertical, which is the northing, and hit OK. And now they're done. Okay, so we'll close out that table. Next, we're going to go into these trails, open the attribute table, and we're going to calculate the length field. So I'm going to right mouse click on length. I'm going to go calculate geometry. Again, I'm not doing it in edit sessions, so go yes. And I can pick length. I could pick a few other things here, but length is what I want. It's telling me that unknown units, but I know that the units of the data frame is in meters, so well, also the layers meters, so even though it says unknown, I know it's going to be meters, so I'll just click OK. It does the calculation for me. Now, if it gives it to me in meters, if I wanted that in kilometers, all I gotta do is go to the field calculator this time, and basically I'm going to say the length, which is the calculation is going to do, is equal to the length here. So I'm going to double click that. It shows up in here, and the length divided by, click that once, and then I'm going to type in 1,000 because there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. So it's going to take the current length, which is in meters, divide it by 1,000, which will give me kilometers. And I'll choose OK. Does the calculation for me, and it's done. Alright, so next we'll close that, and we're going to go to the burn polygon field here. Open the attribute table for that, and we're going to calculate the area this time. So right mouse click on that, calculate geometry again, yes. So I can calculate area, perimeter, and the X and Y of the center of that polygon if I wanted. Again, it's used, this time there is a coordinate system set on that layer, so it's going to, I can pick square meters, or I can go with hectares. If there was no coordinate system, it would say unknown, and the units would be unknown. Again, it would end up being square meters, so just in case that's what you're dealing with, I'm going to change to square meters here and hit OK. Does the calculation, gives it to me in square meters. So if that's what you have and you want hectares, again, you can just right mouse click on here, go field calculator, and our area is equal to our current area. I get that by double clicking again. Divide, and this time by 10,000 because there's 10,000 square meters in a hectare, and go OK, and it will now convert that to hectares. And it's now done. That's what all there is to calculating geometry.